on his breath, stars in his eyes. He runs again beneath the new sky.
Hey, ho there, YouTubers! It's me, JC number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and back from another Pokemon video of Ash's Pokemon team. And yeah, I'm here with the Galar team of Pokemon that Ash may should have done in the first place. And if, believe me, it's pretty awesome. So awesome, I just simply had to let you see it. Although, there is something I may want to tell you about. And I was thinking about telling you about the Pokemon Presents. But since that's coming out next month and no longer gonna keep showing up in August, I think it's best if I tell you about my other channel, the Super Shroom. You see, about a couple of months ago, I just got a strike because one of the videos that I made was pretty horny. And also, when about at least 2 weeks ago, I just got another strike on that channel, and that makes it 2 of them, which means I can't exactly start uploading any inappropriate videos. I might have to upload some furry videos of my own about next month, but I'm gonna have to be sure they're not too inappropriate for YouTube to handle. And I just only want them on these channels. Don't worry, I'm already uploading my videos in the Super Shroom again, and I'll be uploading the next few musical videos. I just uploaded the other 2 yesterday, and now I'm and don't worry, this channel doesn't got a strike. Hopefully not yet. Till then, let's just move down to business and move on to the next. The main I want to tell you about is Ash's Pokemon team in the Galar region. The one that he should have started making in the first place before Worlds. And yeah, I was gonna make the character on. I was gonna put in this clothing, but I don't. I can't seem to know where to find this Galar Ash. But instead, let's just go with the world champion Ash instead. Alright. The next thing I want to have when Ash started his journey with Pikachu, he started up all, well, instead of his first Pokemon like Galarian Farfetch and Rillaboom, let's just start with Cinderace. Yeah. Well, since a Scorbunny, it was the first Pokemon Ash and Pikachu ever encountered, and also the first Pokemon they ever battled. Yeah, of course, instead of being caught by him, it's caught by Go. And I was thinking, maybe Ash should have caught this Pokemon. After all, instead of covered in mud, it's still fur-coated. Ash may be interested and I would decide to catch it, or if not, well, he did kick them in the butt at least 2 times before. So, no wait, that's 3 times. And so, maybe Scorbunny may want to make Ash's rival. So instead, maybe on a journey, it can decide to be its partner. And maybe after evolving into Reboot, he, well, might be a little stubborn and non-conscious and refuse to listen. Just like Ash's Charmeleon and Charizard. Well, Ash may decide I'd work with it, and maybe probably into Cinderace, he might have a strong fire-type starter on his team. And for Cinderace here, I really think it should be an Ash Pokemon instead of a Go Pokemon. Yeah. Just saying, but that's just my opinion. So, now, let's see Relaboo. Alright. You see, when Grookey finally appeared in the anime, I've been wanting Ash to catch it. Yes, I've also hoping Ash to catch a Sabo, but I'll just let someone else have that one, like Go or Gloria. But I've been thinking maybe Ash should have Grookey instead. It's more like a funny Pokemon, like a monkey tapping its stick around. But I'm thinking that Ash should have this Pokemon. And a great kind of companion too. Although, even though it is quite funny and distracting and full of energy, but I must be saying that Grookey should be one of Ash's new Pokemon, as I hoped he would. But maybe when Bobby gets to Twacky, well, to try, I hope Ash catch it as well. But that's just another story. Twacky could be a great Pokemon, but when it evolves to Rillaboom, he'll be more awesome. And yes, it's very awesome in battle in the Sword and Shield anime created by Zactoshi, and I've been impressed by it. I'm glad that this Ash had caught Rillaboom, so maybe Ash should catch this Pokemon and really should have this Pokemon on his team. But that is another story. Okay, I keep saying another story a lot of times. Alright, now, moving on to Rocketee. Yes. Rocketee evolves into Squire. Yes, the Raven Pokemon. And to be honest, I always wanted Ash to have a Crobanite on his team. Yes, maybe this Ash haven't quite yet, but this Ash sure did. And I really would love to see him in the Dynamax form while using Crobanite as his partner. And I've been thinking maybe the Ash, maybe somewhere in the anime right after Journeys ended, Ash may catch a Crobanite. Or perhaps one of its evolutions. I don't know, but we'll find out soon enough. And now, let's move on to Choodle! Yes. Yeah, I know. Seems to be a great member of Team Rocket and all, and only since they're very young and small, but also evolve into Dreadnought. Yeah, maybe perhaps Ash could have Dreadnought to add it to his team. Yeah, that's what I might really like to see for herself. This Dreadnought up there is very tough and all, so perhaps Ash should have caught that Pokemon in the first place. And also, maybe this Choodle here, that is a member of Team Rocket, maybe one day would leave into just like Grookey had and become the new member of Ash's Pokemon team. Yeah, that won't be so bad. I kinda like the little stabbing turtle guy. The fight Pokemon here. Perhaps it can be an Ash Pokemon after all. And also, here's another one. Surfetch. Well, okay. At first as a Galarian and Farfetch, I've been thinking maybe Farfetch can and be caught by Ash real soon in this anime. Not to the other. And also be able to be caught and still be added to the team, then evolve into Surfetch. You know, it would be pretty awesome to see them working with the other Pokemon. Might be trained with Raboot, Wacky, and Clover Squire, and also, well, Trudeau, yes. But that is something that we'll might know later on in the future. Okay, now let's move on to the next Pokemon, and that would be Centiskorch. You know, many people have been thinking that Ash should catch this Pokemon, Centiskorch, and it seemed to be the perfect partner for him. Even I started to think so. Of course, perhaps it'll be the perfect partner for Ash's Pokemon team. I really hope he might catch this one, and if not, maybe perhaps it's evolution, of course. But I can't say much for this, but all I can say it's an awesome Pokemon. An awesome bug type, perhaps. But I can say something about this big guy. This giant bear. Urshifu. Yeah. Okay, before I can start talking about this, I want to talk about Kupfu. You know, it's a great ass Pokemon, and the great Pokemon partner for Ash to use. And I think it would be the perfect legendary. Perhaps it could have been Ash's first legendary Pokemon, and maybe going to Urshifu later in a dark type or a water type. Or maybe perhaps with its new ability, a rare one, that could have existed. Well, it may exist in Zactoshi, but it might exist in the anime. I just hope the writers will decide to come up with that real soon. That would be a new change. I got both of these type boards and the Sword and Shield already. Just letting you know. And of course, it'll be a great addition for Ash Ketchum. I really wish he could have this Pokemon. And don't worry, I'm not leaving Draco Fish out of the picture. I know that he already made Hob caught this Pokemon, but I'm thinking that Ash should still have this Pokemon, so let's just keep it that way. Since it's very useful in Journeys, it could be useful for his team as well. Yeah, and it had been very wonderful in the World Champion League. I just wish I had caught more than just 2 Galar Pokemon back then. Now, before we start moving on to the next Pokemon, there's a few bonus Pokemon I might like to say. And that would be Duat, Decidueye, and Quilava. Yeah, maybe, well, Ash went into a festival, and along with his friends, maybe you might encounter a new time switch, or either at the Tycat, and maybe at that time, and Ash, may send out both Duat and Decidueye, Dartrix and Quilava. They might decide to just travel along, and maybe, hopefully, they'll evolve. Duat into Hisuian Samurott. Dartrix evolve into Hisuian Decidueye, and Typhlosion, in Hisuian form, from a Quilava. You know, Ash did caught these Pokemon in the anime, but I was hoping he might evolve them into these kind of forms, and I really hope he might use them in battle to be a lot more fun. Oh, it'll be a lot more exciting too. Well, yeah, and perhaps there'll be great use of help in the Crown Tundra. Well, now that that's done, let's move on to the next Pokemon. And that would be Feeble. Yeah, I know. They haven't shown much in the anime until Pokemon Horizon. But usually, they did make the Thievul more like the bad guy in YouTube, including in video games. So, I was wondering that maybe, well, that Ash should have this Pokemon. No, I've been hoping that he would have this Pokemon on his team. And I really like Thievul here. And really wish that he could be part of Ash's Pokemon team. And no one is a Nickit. After evolving from Nickit, perhaps one of them might decide to be part of his team in the World Champion League. This idea just came from the Journeys here. And I would really think this should be an Ash Pokemon. It'll be a lot more amusing and a lot more amazing and a lot more greater if Ash has a Thievul. And I guess it's good enough for him. Yeah. And now for the last and final Pokemon that I've been waiting to answer. The last Pokemon that I may want you all to witness before your very own eyes. Da 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 Behold the legendary Pokemon Zacian! That's right. The Pokemon Ash and Pikachu encountered both in Pokemon Journeys and Pokemon Sword and Shield. And the Pokemon that we all want him to have on his team. And I would say Zacian makes the perfect Ash Pokemon for him. And I've been thinking about that long I can remember. And also, I really wanted him to have this Pokemon on the team. You know, after the Galar League is done, and Ash battling a few strong opponents, you might return to Rusted Sword, and Zacian may appear. But instead of Sword Wayne and Shield Wayne appearing, trying to take the Rusted Sword and Shield for themselves, and forcing Zacian and Zamazenta to terrorize all the people in Galar, Ash and may either go or hop. May not only try to stop him, but maybe perhaps Zacian and Zamazenta may decide to be to choose to go with them. Ash catches Zacian and or Hop catches Zamazenta and adding them to their team. And yes, I'm really hoping something like this would happen real soon. And I hoped Ash may decide to catch this Pokemon. And maybe Ash should be catching Zacian somewhere in the anime. I'm not so sure myself, but we'll find out soon enough. Okay, I guess that's all the Pokemon I might be saying. And before I go, there's something I want to show you. Ta-da! A team of Ash's Pokemon from Galar. And yes, I've been very easily impressed by this work that I did. Already had this uploaded into the archive. Just search through there. I just put the search bar up, but you can't miss it. Now, that is all done, I may now go. And before I go, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and you can leave a comment down below to tell me what team Pokemon from Galar that Ash should have on his team that I came up with. And also, I want you to see the A and B that I'm uploading tomorrow. I already uploaded one about Everett yesterday, and I hope you might like tomorrow's A and B up to Paw Patrol as well. Until then, I'll see you in a few moments. And also, I'll be preparing the Paldea team next month in September. And that will be on the second week, right after the next A and B. And next week, okay, look, I'm kind of making a Pokemon Toe Mask episode next week, so I'm not sure I might get it ready next Friday, but you can either watch it at the 21st of August or the 28th. But don't worry, I already got the next A and B ready, and it'll be something that you might be not expecting. But I'll leave that to tell you. Till then, see you again soon. Goodbye, and enjoy the video. See ya! JC number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.